What's going on, guys? We're back with a different video this weekend since the weather has not been cooperating recently, so we're instead playing on the computer today, bringing some games back to the channel, I guess, for those of you who keep asking. Today we're looking at a, I think I did in the past, this is VRC Pro, and now that I'm getting back into this, I got my computer set up so I can drive with the transmitter. And we're going to run some extra laps on this, and we'll play around. This track is Neo-1. No idea what this is from, but it's I've been having fun trying to play the different tracks in this and actually get a little bit better at driving now. Of course, I spin out as I say that. We'll do some laps around this track and try and find some interesting lines to it, and maybe this is somehow going to end up being tangentially related to the MX versus ATV stuff I keep seeing people asking for in the comments. Oh, did not quite get the speed we needed to be able to clear that entire section. We unfortunately don't have the preload boost MX versus ATV does and the clutch boost to just launch ourselves clean over the section there. So we'll try again. We'll grab some different cars later and see if we can make some other lines happen with other cars. For now, we're using the brushless four-wheel drive short course truck that I tried to set up to slightly tune it to the track. I was playing with different gearing and different motors in the truck and whatchamacallit, differential setup to try and get it to handle this track a little bit better. Apparently, even when I get the perfect rhythm into that, I apparently still can't clear that whole thing. So that might but maybe that's, I've got a feeling that's supposed to be like a wall or something to roll over, not something to try and eat the entire section in one go. So we'll try that. This next lap we'll try and take it a little bit easier. We're hanging on the edge. So this section I have an issue with. I try and launch it, but I have an issue with my depth perception's not great in the real world, even more so in the video game here. And I have something resembling problems trying to get everything lined up to hit it. So we'll come back again here. Oh, I should have gone way slower over that. That was a horrible way through there. I keep I've got the speed down to get the setup jump for it timed perfectly to boost into the wall, but not enough to apparently clear the jump by the feel of it. Come around again here. This and hanging off the edge there. Save that. So this section, I feel like there's a way to jump that whole thing in one go too, but I gotta get the drive into it just right to make that happen, and then we can get a potentially faster lap as I drive off the track because I crashed. Try and keep it together here. Okay, so pump the brakes. I think that's how you're supposed to drive through that with the short course trucks, at least. I have to work on my timing to get that a little bit better. Hopefully you guys maybe enjoy seeing something slightly different, since this probably isn't a super popular game by the look of it. I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's too much coverage on this, and the videos I had made in the past seem like they got a lot of attention. This is on Steam now for like 20 or 30 bucks. It's reasonably cheap. I remember the subscription fees to this, it used to be its own thing, a kind of a janky seeming website to download this where you had to pay rather expensive subscription fees for it, but now it's on Steam and it's a lot cheaper. And it's if you're bored, I'm having a lot of fun with this, but you do kind of need to, you can play this with an Xbox controller, I should say, because that's what I started trying to do, but it's extremely difficult to do that, at least being used to driving actual RC cars. It's really, really hard to play this with an Xbox controller. But if you go on eBay, I think for 30 bucks, I got an adapter plug-in that lets me use a normal RC transmitter and receiver to drive the game. And in that case, it's a lot easier to drive this, having been used to the actual cars, and everything in the game seems to handle extremely realistically, since it's a good simulation. I think this is a good way to, in my case, if I live in the middle of a cornfield, so there's not really any tracks near me, this is a good way for me to scratch the itch when when the weather's not cooperating. I can boot up my computer and load this game up and take a few laps around here with this. We can zoom the camera in a little bit more on the car if anybody wants to see what's actually happening here. Get you guys a slightly better view of what the car looks like if you can't see it too well from there. Come over that jump. Double that into the corners. Into the chicane. And I don't think we're going to be able to quad this section. Well, at least not this car. I don't think this car's fast enough to quad this section. Apparently I cut the track, so I have to go back. Double that, and then here comes the big jump around this corner. Pump the brakes, and ungun it. There we go. Stay on track, stay on track. Making better time now. Hit the brakes for this wheel. Okay, I have figured out what I was attempting to do. It looks like there might be 2 podiums here. Or there's something else going on with this. We'll drive around in this camera, because I finally figured out F2 is the key I was looking for to change views. Oh, this is going to be distracting as hell trying to drive like this. Since this one will apparently move the camera around the track, so maybe it's a little bit easier for you guys to see what's going on here. Now that I've at least slightly learned the track, I might be able to do this a little bit easier. There's tabletop, and we'll boost it into the big section. Lawn darted it straight into the face of the jump because we came up short. We'll try and do a couple laps in this here, then we'll switch like an onboard view or something and try and get everybody who may not be familiar with this a slightly better view of what's actually going on here as we go around the track. Came up a little short there. Into the chicane. Lawn darted again because we apparently don't quite have the speed to be able to quad that section. Okay, we are back at it. This time we have switched over to a 8th scale electric buggy, which should be quite a bit faster than that. At least I've got this set up to run quite a bit faster than that truck we were just driving will go. So now we should be able to potentially make some interesting new lines happen. This guy, I'll try my best to. Actually, I wonder. Oh, we might be able to backflip this. Well, we're going to try and do a backflip first, because naturally we're going to do a flip if we can. Just got to wait for the right setup to do it, and I'm crashing all over the place. Let's get back onto the track. Got to reset myself again. Alright, we'll try and backflip this big jump first, because it's like that's fun to me. I want to do a backflip. There we go. Successfully backflipped the car, and we even caught a smooth landing after it. So we'll try and make some longer lines happen now. Oh, too far, too much sauce. We need to back off the throttle a bit when we get to that point of the track. Can almost do flips to this. There isn't any for anybody who's watching this and curious. There's like a bash pit you can drive in this game, which maybe that's another video, but there's not like monster trucks and bashers in this. This is a game that was, I'm gonna call it a game, but whoever made this probably wants me to call it a simulator. It's more of like, it's like an RC racing simulator. Clearly, it's more of that. It's not so much not really there for virtual bashing. Oh, we could totally make that line happen with a faster car now. We'll try and go for that if we can. To come around the corner here. A lot of power down the straight, but we don't want to send it off the track. I gotta be gentle with the throttle on this thing now, because it is fast. Almost quad that section without having to line it up too well. Cut our way into there. And we jumped off the track, we'll get back on. Around the corner. Okay, we're gonna have to get a better... We almost made it, we only cased it slightly, so if we get a better drive into that and land... I think what that section's going to come down to is if we can time the tabletop into the jump just perfectly, I think we're going to be able to clear the entire section in one go. If we don't time it perfectly, it's probably going to be better to back off and just hit the wall and deal with hitting a wall. I keep trying to go slightly slower to line myself up for this because I want to be able to hit that section and I want to line that up and quad that whole section. But we did it once with the truck we were driving before, so it should be possible. Oh, this thing does donuts too. Oh boy. Alright, let's get this guy pointed back in the right direction now. Two-wheeling it for style points. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we didn't hit the wall that time. We're doing better. And we flipped it. This thing is much, much harder to control, but we'll try my best to get some... Okay, well, we didn't make that, so we're just going to come around and we'll just do another backflip over this. There, see, we can't jump it, we can backflip it and get some style points. much like the real cars. Alright. And jump this. We could try a nitro car too, since there are nitros in this. We'll run a couple laps with the electric buggy, and I'll grab a nitro one, and we'll see which one ends up being easier to clear the lines I want to clear with, and which one drives more fun. I want to try a couple other laps. I want to make this, I want to get the quad, not the quad, I want to be able to clear that entire section in one jump. I want to make that happen, since that seems like that should be possible if we get the timing of everything down just right. There we go. That's the mystery jump I was trying to make happen. Just gotta get on track. We're just bouncing all over the place right now. I am out of control with this buggy. The other stuff I was doing pretty okay. Oh, we downsided that jump perfectly and were able to slingshot ourselves out of it. Let's get ourselves going again here. But yeah, this is trying to focus on keeping the car on track. But I've been having fun with this. If anybody in the comments thinks this is interesting and wants to see more stuff from this game, let me know. You can try and make some videos of this once the there. Oh, see, now we're getting that section to work out well. We can make more videos on this when the weather's currently not cooperating super well, and I'm kind of turning into an RC channel now because until in the process of attempting to buy a truck right now, a truck and a trailer to go wheel the Jeep I bought and made a video about a few weeks ago at this point probably. Until I get a truck and trailer to go do that, all of my money and time has gone into playing with toy cars, so I can do that in my front and backyard and not have to go anywhere, and I don't need a big truck and trailer to haul these around anywhere. But once we get wheeling, maybe we'll have some interesting videos about that. For now, they might be moving past the MX versus ATV stuff, at least until the next game comes out. Oh, can we do a front flip? No. Oh, this is definitely a lot slower than the electric one. Is definitely a lot faster than this is. Or at least it accelerated a lot harder. Top speed, I've got a feeling this might be faster top end wise, but the electric one definitely accelerated a lot harder. I think the electric truck accelerated harder than this. So these might be better suited to the... There's a lot of other tracks in this game if anybody's, depending on how interested people are in this video. There's a lot of other tracks in this that we could go to, and the nitro buggies might be better on the outdoors, more open tracks, but we'll try and turn a few laps with it for this. Definitely have to be a lot more careful driving these to keep your speed into everything, since they seem to... You can't just boost out of everything with these. They need to seemingly time the jumps right with these to be able to get the line you want into the big one at least. Wow, we were just struck. I thought I was doing okay with the short course truck, but I'm just struggling with these buggies now. Dang. Well, I guess that's what this the simulator's for. Is give me some time to try and get better at this before I go waste a bunch of time and money trying to actually be competitive on a track with these. Mostly because there's no track anywhere near me in the real world. I just can't go to... there's just nowhere. There's maybe one track in my whole state, and I don't think it's anything remotely like this. So that's why I've been confined to the track. Whatever I can build in my yard's a track. We're gonna have racing. I think I'm gonna try and make a more elaborate track in the yard. This spring we'll try and build like some actual jumps and landings, and more than just a couple turns with some whoops and a couple small jumps. We'll try and make something actually cool this spring. Let's do one more lap with the nitro car if we can keep it under control long enough to do a lap. Can we save this? No, we can't save that. Let's take one more line into this, or one more run up into this. Wow, that was just disappointing. We'll do an onboard lap with the nitro too, just because we can. We'll do one more lap for anybody that's been curious about this. We flipped again. Just want to do one clean lap with the nitro buggy. The computer's making me feel better, if the computer's also kind of all over the place and making me feel slightly better about myself. I will catch you, computer! Okay, so the computer's not trying to launch that all over at once. I'm still gonna... I gotta reset. Inside, we don't get reverse with nitro. I want to get one clean run through this section where I can launch the whole thing. I want to get the fun 9. Wow, I thought I timed the tabletop perfectly, and you still didn't make it. Try that one more time. Okay, anyway, apparently we're not going to make that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more VRC Pro, let me know. You can look at some... You can certainly boot the game up and look at some other tracks. Hopefully you enjoy it, and see you guys in the next one. With, trying to keep up with uploads every weekend for now, and see if the channel revives back for the dozens of people watching. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.